Today on YouTube 101, entering the info for your upload. Welcome to Mina's studio. My name is Nathan. With me as always is my tech director Ronald. He's the Stegosaurus on the piano, if you didn't know. And welcome to YouTube 101 for churches. We're going to demystify some of the YouTube options and features that churches may encounter. Today we're going to take a look at the upload details. These are all the things that come up for you to enter when you upload a video. Things like title, thumbnails, descriptions, tags, all of those things on that upload page. We're going to look at those today. So to the YouTubes. So the first thing you'll see when you upload a video is the upload details. So if I upload a video here, you'll see all of my upload details come up. Now there's 4 pages here that you go through as you upload a video to enter information. Upload details is most of the information. And I'm going to go through each piece on this page. Most of them are self-explanatory like title, but I'm still going to go through them and maybe offer some tips on how churches can use them. So we'll start with the title. Obviously that's the title that will appear on YouTube for your video. So the first thing up is the title. That's obviously the title of the video that appears on YouTube. For most churches, I would recommend just being as descriptive as possible instead of clever or clickbaity, because these are probably just meant to be on YouTube for your congregation that's already finding your church. So you just want a clear, concise title that tells them exactly what it is. If it's like a live stream for a Sunday morning worship, just something simple and consistent each week, maybe like, I don't know, Bob's Church, live worship, and then the date. And then just do that every week for your live stream worship service. By the way, if you're in a church called Bob's Church, let me know, because that's awesome. Next, you have the description. This is what is below the video. Usually you have to kind of expand it to see the whole description. A lot of people don't even ever look at the description, but it's still a great place to include important information. You can put a quick just summary of what the video is about. It's a live Sunday morning worship service. This person preached, these songs were played, something like that. It's also a good place to put any maybe links to documents, say a Bible study you've referenced, or maybe a book you talked about, that sort of thing. You could also put, like I have here, a link where they can go to just subscribe to your channel, or you could put like a donate button or a tithing button if you have an online giving set up. That'd be a good place for that. And you can set up upload defaults that'll pop up here every time, so you don't have to type in everything every week. And I'll show you how to do that when we get to the general channel settings video. So down below that we have the thumbnail. So title, description, thumbnail, those are the big ones. And again, for the thumbnail, I'll just pick something that fits the video well. So if it's like worship services where you'll have a bunch of them, I would recommend creating a single thumbnail that you can just alter each week with maybe a different date or something like that. That, one, makes it easier for you, and two, makes it easier for people to see what's what on your channel. If all of the worship services have the same thumbnail, then people can see right away on your channel, oh, those are worship services, those are children's videos, these are this and that and this. So just keep your thumbnail simple and consistent across the video series. And YouTube will pop up with some random frames that picked out here. You can certainly choose to just use one of those if you don't want to go make a thumbnail. Just pick whichever one best suits your video. Below that we have playlist. This you can just add to any playlist that you've created on your channel, like worship services or children's ministry or pastor updates or things like that. Again, I'll have another video about playlists in the future. Here we have the made for kids option, which I talked about previously. Just select whether your video is made for kids or not. If you want more info on that, go watch that video. And then down here, there's a more options button. So most of these you shouldn't really need to deal with. Paid promotion, checkbox, that's just if like Starbucks paid you to drink a Starbucks coffee in the middle of your sermon, then yeah, you'd need to check that. But in general, no, you won't need to do any paid promotion checkboxes. The tags used to be very important on YouTube, but they're not really very important anymore. It even tells you here, tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video. So For most churches, I probably wouldn't worry about putting in tags at all, unless there's something specific that you want to put in there, like how it said it's misspelled. Like if you're doing a sermon on, say, Philippians, and you know people always spell it wrong, and you know how they spell it wrong, you could enter the wrong spelling there. That way if people type in the wrong spelling on YouTube, it might be able to find it still. But not a huge deal. Language, choose your language. Caption certificate, unless you broadcast your services on TV, you don't need to worry about that. Recording date, I never choose, in location, but you can do so if you'd like. Standard YouTube license is fine. Allow embedding, that just allows people to embed your content on other areas. It's fine. You can turn it off if you want to. Publish to subscription feed and notify subscribers. For churches, that one's important. That way when a new video pops up on your church's channel, all the people who subscribe to your church's channel will be notified. So make sure that one is checked. Category, you can choose a category for your video. You also select a category for your entire channel on the general channel settings, which I'll show you later, and then that's what will default here each time. So you're probably nonprofits and activism, I would guess. Then finally, this one may be important. This is comments and ratings. So here's where you can choose if you want to have comments or not. So if you don't want people to be able to comment on your video at all, just to, you know, keep out the trolls, that's fine. You can disable all comments here. You can also choose to hold all comments for review. So if people enter a comment, it'll then go to you. You can say that one's okay, that one's not okay, and then it will show up on the video. You can hold potentially inappropriate comments. So YouTube will look for kind of triggers, like if there's a link in the comment or bad words or things like that. It'll find those, then it'll hold those for you, and you can approve or get rid of those comments, or you can just allow all comments. I would at least hold inappropriate comments. That way any that YouTube finds that looks like they might be spammy or inappropriate, it will hold for you. But it's fine to hold all comments or even disable comments if you want to. And then you can also choose to show how many viewers like or dislike the video. That's totally up to you. So those are all of the things you'll enter on the details page. Again, most are self-explanatory, and for most churches, you're not usually trying to like get in the top suggested videos of YouTube and kind of game the YouTube system or game the search engines. You're just trying to get your people to see the videos and know what they're about. And if that's the case, just make the most clear and concise titles, descriptions, and thumbnails that you can. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do hope this video was helpful for you and your church. And stick around because more YouTube 101 for churches is on the way. If you did find this video helpful, please subscribe to Mina Studio, and I will see you back here soon.